So, I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I still wanted to try and make sure I got this video out there, before people already got it, kind of moved on. So, this is going to be a different style of video to other reviewers, but I've beaten the game now. I've gotten the platinum. And I'm going to address the points I made in my last video and tell you if they still stand, if my opinion has changed a little bit. And so, let's get into it. Okay, so the original plan was to follow the script, but it made it feel not so organic. So instead, I have some notes to the side of me of what I want to address. I'm gonna read them off. The same maps, the stealth and AI, the gunplay, the powers, and the difficulty. So I'm gonna go in that order. Now, as for the same maps, this was one of my biggest complaints. I didn't like that you were playing on the same map. I was in these maps for 45 minutes apiece. I'm like, I'm not trying to do this for 45 minutes each and every time, especially when the gameplay isn't really catching me right now. So, do I still have an issue with playing on the same 4 maps? Not so much, because while I wouldn't say it's a con, while I wouldn't say that it's a pro that you play on the same maps, it's not so much as a negative as it was when I first started. Because when I first started, here's what I was doing. I was making sure I had every voice note. I was making sure I clapped every enemy in the map, whether stealth or guns blazing. I was making sure everybody died. I was making sure I didn't leave any area unchecked. I'm finding all these secret locations I can't access. I'm getting kind of annoyed, like, why can't I go in here? But as you play, all those areas are either going to be unlocked, or you know what time they unlock. And also, you're not going to be playing this for 45 minutes a time, right? You're going to be playing it for maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, because once you unlock this blink ability, you can cover a lot of distance in a short amount of time. You can get in and out of missions. It's not going to be a problem. So if you got to play on a mission that takes 45 minutes 20 times versus a mission that takes 2 minutes and you got to play it 20 times, it's going to be less repetitive when you're only playing it for 2 minutes, not 2 times, my apologies. So as you get better at the game, you learn the mechanics, you learn how things are. Because playing on the map again and again and again just means that you know where enemies are, you know where everything's at, you know how to get in and out, you know the paths to take. And so, like I said, it's not a pro, but it's not so much of a con, because one benefit to playing on the same map is you get to learn it and you get to, do your thing. So, playing on the same maps, you will be playing on the same 4 maps spread out for 20 hours. Like, don't get me wrong, an area might be locked in the day, open at night, it might snow, but these are the same maps you're playing on. The next is the stealth. Like, I had a big complaint about the stealth. I saw people complaining that, oh, you playing this like team deathmatch. It's not team deathmatch, it's just like Dishonored. And it's like, if I wanted to play Dishonored, I would have bought Dishonored. And also, this stealth gameplay I'm not feeling it. And I like stealth games. I played the whole Last of Us stealth. I wasn't shooting it out. I played on the hardest difficulty. I like stealth games. It's not that I wasn't trying to play stealth. It was just, I tried stealth, I tried the gunplay. The gunplay was better than the stealth in this case. Now, how do I feel about the stealth? I've unlocked some powers. Is it good? No. It's another complaint where once you learn how to play the game and how they want you to play the game, it's not so much of a big deal. But let's start with the stealth then, right? Now, stealth takedowns. I don't find them satisfying. There's some cool takedowns, but not that many. Kind of get tired of them. And the AI is what kills the stealth for me. Because you can kill an enemy and there's someone right beside them and they won't notice, and it kind of takes you out. It's like, damn. It's kind of unga bunga stealth, I'm not going to lie. So here's what I was doing when I was talking about I didn't like the stealth. I was trying to stealth take down every enemy in the area. That's not how you go. It's not hard to play this. You should not try kill every enemy stealth, because it's not satisfying. you're gonna be annoyed at how dumb the AI is. Like, come on, you don't see this? It's just gonna take you out. It's not gonna be an enjoyable experience. But the one way to enjoy stealth in this game is to just not be seen. Stealth takedowns, not fun. Stealth not being seen, a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun. So if you want to sneak in an area, take out a boss and not be seen, there's some fun to be had there. But if you want to go in, stealth kill everyone, it's not going to be fun. It's not. Even when you unlock powers, there's some powers that let you chain enemies together. So if you do a stealth takedown on one enemy, it takes down everyone. Or you get a headshot, it takes down everyone. That can make it become a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun. But still, not really. I still don't like the stealth so much. Like I said, if you want to stealth take down a boss, it's a little bit more enjoyable. But every day, like just killing enemies going through a mission, it's not going to be fun. Next, for the gunplay, basically the same as my impressions. You unlock some new weapons, but it's kind of average. But as I played, I found a balance between stealth and gunplay. I was more so, by the end of the game, speed running. I wasn't focused on killing everyone. I wasn't focused on making sure everyone got shot, stealth killed. I'd run in, use the blink ability to get to the mansion or wherever the destination is, because in this game, if you get spotted outside of the boss area, it doesn't affect when you get to the boss. Like, you'll still be undetected. So you can run through, get seen. As long as you get there, you'll be fine. It won't make a difference. So my way of playing it towards the end was run in, get to the mansion or whatever, be stealthy, take down the boss, and then run out. And I'd be doing in and out, 3 minutes or so. I feel like that's where I had the most fun. So by the end, I wasn't really shooting it out that much. I wasn't really stealthing too much. I was just going for the bosses, and that was it. And I felt like that was the most enjoyable way to play for me. So the gunplay, kind of average still, nothing special. There's some cool guns that feel a little bit more impactful. But as for powers, I'm not sure if saying what the powers do is spoiling it, but I guess that ties into loadouts and the infusion system, which I get into. But you're going to have the same loadout, mostly same guns, same powers. There's one power, which is the blink ability, which I feel like is a must. There's two other powers, which I feel like are the only other two that are really optional. There's some other powers, but they don't feel that useful. So it's like, you're going to have the same loadout. It's not going to be much, change. It's kind of going to be the same. And so you learn to infuse shit kind of early, which lets you keep your shit. But it's kind of cheap. So after a playthrough or two, you can have everything in the entire game. And dying becomes a non-issue. You die at the start of every day. I mean, at the end of every day, which is only 4 missions. And so it's like, you get everything really quickly and dying doesn't become an issue. I started killing myself to get in and out of missions at the end of the game. Now, as for difficulty, it's not a hard game. It's not difficult. I got the platinum. I have a whole section at the end where I talk about the platinum. It's not difficult. AI is super dumb. You get 3 lives. It's not hard. If you're looking for a challenging game, this isn't going to be the game for you. And so, as for my complaints, I also said that the map was a little, not the map, but the notes and all, the main menu was a little difficult to navigate, a little difficult to understand. Still stands somewhat, but you learn it just like you learn how to play the game, you learn not to kill everyone, you learn the maps. Like I said, the first 5 hours, I didn't really enjoy that much, but you learn the game, it becomes way more enjoyable. Still not a 10 out of 10, but more enjoyable. I'd say if you just get the game and the menu and like what to do is confusing, what you want to do is you want to stick to visionary leads and weapon leads. Ignore the notes, ignore the voice messages, ignore every other tab and category. Focus on these 2, press X to track it, and then that's it. Just focus on that and you should be fine. But next, let's get into the story, shall we?
Whew. That was one ridiculous nightmare. I gotta stop drinking. Okay. How the fuck did I get here?
So, the story is hella mid, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's one thing I like about it that seems interesting to me. I've not seen anyone say this anywhere on the internet, anywhere. I've been looking at videos, this and that, not seen anyone say it. To me, the whole loop is a metaphor for being an alcoholic, being drunk. And this isn't no end game story or anything like this. At the start, when you die, every time you die, you wake up on a beach. You wake up next to an empty bottle and you don't remember what happened the day before. So I was like, it's kind of an interesting. It seems like a metaphor for being drunk, and it does tie into the story later on a little bit, but they don't bring anything up about it. It's like, you're on the beach, you drunk, is what I get. That's the only time they mention it or bring it up. Like, it doesn't come up in the story like, oh, you drank and this and that. No, it's just slightly hinted at the start. I feel like that's what they kind of getting at. But story. The story, I wouldn't say that it doesn't make sense. It's just that it's not that interesting. And it does leave you kind of wanting more at the end. Like, this is it. Like, the story wasn't that interesting. And you leave it like this. I wanted more by the end. There's two endings, kind of three, but mainly two. One is kind of cute, like, but you still like, this is it. This is, like, what? Like, why? Like, I don't like the endings for this game, really. Just because I didn't really think the story was anything special, anything crazy. As for the dialogue, people really like the dialogue between the main character and Juliana. I kind of didn't like it that much up until a plot twist, which happens a little further on in the story. And then I started to like it. I won't spoil what the twist is. But there's a little twist. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then the dialogue got interesting for me. But it's still 20 seconds at the start of each loop. And it's finite. There's not infinite dialogue here. Like, it runs out kind of quick. Like, I played most of the game without starting the missions with some dialogue because I was trying to do the completionist thing. So you run out of dialogue kind of quickly. But the dialogue that was there after the twist, I did like. But the story is a little disappointing. It's not the reason you're going to enjoy the game. It's just, yeah. So, story wasn't anything crazy. Next, let's go into the overview, and then I'll cover the Platinum Trophy.
For the last time, I can remember!
I don't know if you just give me a second.
Oh, you're not even trying.
Oh, lady, I have no idea. Oh, shit, that's not good.
You just hurry up already.
So, is the game a 10 out of 10? Absolutely not. No way. I still don't understand how this game could be given a 10. But for me, 6.5, 7 out of 10. I can say that. My complaints: AI, complex menu system, unsatisfying stealth, not so clever AI, reuse of the same maps. As you learn how to play the game and what they want you to do, these things become less and less of an issue. But it's like, I'm still playing 4 maps for 20 hours. The AI still isn't intelligent. I just feel like the game's kind of mid and it could have been improved in so many ways. It does feel like a Dishonored, like, low-budget spin-off. But it was cool. I enjoyed. It was good. I wouldn't say it was amazing. It was good. It wasn't bad. It was good. That's kind of it. Would I recommend it? Not really. The most I would say play, £25, £30, $40. But that's only if it's dry, like, and you don't have anything to play. That's the only reason I stuck with it, because, like, I've been saying in my videos and on the timeline, and, New Yokio on the timeline, I've been saying 88 is a new 70. Like, game's just kind of mid right now. We kind of in a game and drought right now. But I stuck with it because of the drought. I ended up kind of enjoying the game, so I'm glad I did. But nothing special. And next, let's cover this Platinum Trophy. How easy, how difficult is it? Let's see. This is a hella easy Platinum, I can't lie. It looks way more difficult on paper. Once you play it took me 29 hours, maybe 7 hours above just beating the game. So it's not long, it's not difficult. I learned you could cheese it kind of late. Like, there's a trophy where you can't be seen. I didn't know if you quit out the game, it resets that mission. And you don't have to play all 4 missions again to get all enemies in the same place. So I was like, damn, I wish I kind of knew this. But a majority of the trophies can be cheesed. There's a lot of guys which recommend cheesing. I will say a lot of things in the game are randomized, like codes, so you can't just look up codes. But still, that's another thing I didn't cover. The puzzles are kind of mid. some of them are kind of not difficult, just longer than they need to be. But yeah, can be cheesed. It's not that long. It's not hard. They don't ask you to do anything crazy. Like I said, there's a mission where you have to stealth or kill all bosses without being seen. Hardest difficulty trophy, but it's still not that difficult. If you want the platinum and you beat the game, you might as well. It's only 7 hours. It's not that long. It's not that difficult. Somewhat fun. It makes you utilize some powers. It makes you see all the unique takedowns. There's only like one unique takedown for each boss. It's like not. This isn't a Hitman game. You're not gonna be able to take the boss out in hella ways. It's like kill the guy with the gun, stealth him, or use this one unique way we have in the game. That's it. So difficulty wasn't a hard game. Wasn't a hard platinum. Wasn't a long platinum. Wasn't too many tedious trophies. You don't even have to collect all audible things, I don't think. I know I did, so I'm not sure, but I don't think you have to. I don't think it's required of you. But I'd say go for the platinum if you enjoyed the game, man. So I hope you enjoyed the review. It's my first gaming review. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do more. I'm not sure if I really enjoyed it all that much. Maybe a little bit, slightly. I know it got views, but views is not all that to me. I like to enjoy making the videos. It was cool. It was a new experience. I'm in a creative funk a little bit. I needed a video idea, so I was like, let me test it. Let me make a different style of video, and I guess it paid off. But let me know if you want more reviews. Probably about to go play kind of right after this. So I'm gonna see you guys next time, man. I'm out.